Hey there, this is Knifey with Social Media Lifestyle. I am jumping on to share with you how I quickly create content for each quarter using my ideal client interview method. And this is going to be fun. I'm excited to share this with you. But you may be wondering, for those of you, especially for those of you that are just getting started in coaching or in the infopreneur biz, what is an ideal client interview? An ideal client interview, and this is my definition. This might not be the exact definition, but this is how I use it in my biz. So an ideal client interview to me is a phone call that I take with people that fit the description of my ideal client as closely as possible. Now, they may not be the exact replica of your ideal client that you have in mind, but as close as possible, because everybody is going to be different in their own way. It's also a quick 10 to 15 minute call that you jump on to speak with people about your products or your services. I also use these calls to learn exactly what my ideal clients want before I create it and exactly what they will pay for it. A lot of times we create things that don't sell and we actually share them when we hear crickets. But with the ideal client interview method, you will know before you even create the product if it's something that your audience will want. During this ideal client interview call, I usually ask 10 questions that are related to my current product or service, especially when I'm preparing to launch. And I usually use this ideal client method about 2 to 3 times a year, or when I'm making major changes in my biz so that I will know ahead of time what my ideal client wants. Now, here are a few example questions that I would ask during the interview. What is your social media challenge? What are a few things that you've done to correct this? And describe your business after the challenge has taken off. Now, if you can tell by these questions, it's basically the before, what you're doing, and how the biz will be after. So when you're writing your email funnels or your any type of copy, you'll be able to take them from the before or the beginning to the middle and then the after. And you can show them the transition and how your product will make their biz or their systems or whatever you're selling will make them great. I'll also take it a step further, especially when I'm launching brand new programs or brand new products that I have no idea if my audience will want. And I'll say things like, I want to take some of your challenges and cover them in my upcoming program. What's the one thing that you would like covered during this program or during this mastermind or in this info product? Whatever it is you're selling, just fill in the blanks there. I also would ask them, how much would you pay for it? And I sort of give them a range. I don't just say in general, how much would you pay for it, and let them throw out a number. I have ideas in my head of what I want my products and services to be priced at, and I throw them three different ranges: the lower, the mid, and the higher, to see what they'll pay for it. Now, here's how I quickly create content from these ideal client interviews for the next 90 days. Take time to listen to your interviews and take notes. I use uberconference.com, and there's many other recording platforms that you can use out there to record your calls, but make sure you record your calls so that you're not scrambling through trying to take notes during the call, that you're able to listen and ask the follow-up questions. So just take time after you're done with all of your interviews to listen and take notes. And I would take note of their exact wording, how they get excited when they talk about what their business will be like when the challenges are removed. I would also take note of their exact challenges. Now, these challenges, when they're all pulled together, can be the takeaways for whatever you're offering during your promotion, because you know these specific things will grab their attention. Why? Because you already know. They've already told you exactly what they want during your ideal client interviews. Now it's time to create from your ideal client interviews and all of the notes that you've taken. You can create your social media post, your email copy, your free and paid content, video topics, live stream topics, and also blog posts. Now you're probably wondering, how the heck am I going to do all of this? I don't have enough time. Here's my little secret. Create one big thing and pull everything else from it. And the one big thing that you can create first would be your paid content. It might be, your paid content might be a mini course to start off with. It might be a group coaching program. It might be something larger, a webinar or something like that, that you are charging for. But make sure it's something big that you can pull other pieces of content from. From there, I would create an amazing opt-in, a freebie. Just pull the wording from your biggest thing, your paid content, and go from there. Then I would create my email copy from the biggest thing and also from my opt-in. From my email copy, if you blog, you can create blog posts, just pulling blog posts from your email copy, from your opt-in, and also from your paid content. Now, if you see, there's just a pattern, and you don't have to use this exact pattern because some of you may not blog. Some of you may not do email series. Some of you may not create paid content as of yet. But you can always switch this out, and I'll show you in a second how you can switch it out. But from all of this, you can also create small, mini social media posts to share online. And you can also create amazing topics for your live stream and your videos. Now, going back a little bit, what you can do is, if you don't have paid content at this time, when I didn't have paid content, I would do a lot of live streaming and I would do videos. From there, I would do this. When I had a VA, I would have my VA transcribe my videos or live streams and create a blog post from there. From that blog post, I would have her pull up to 50 social media posts for me. And for those of you that have issues with time management, this is perfect. You can find a low-cost VA on Upwork and different platforms. You can find low-cost VAs to transcribe your work for you, to transcribe your live stream, to transcribe your videos, to transcribe your webinars even, and turn them into blog posts. And don't reinvent the wheel. A lot of you may be thinking, I'm creating this content, but I can only use it one time. Is it really a waste of time to do this? No, it's not. I create content and I consistently use it. And this is how I build content for 90 days, because I don't use the same thing, or I don't use one thing at a time. I use my social media posts over and over again. I share my freebies over and over again. I share my videos over and over again. And I have a specific system that I use for each platform, the amount of times that I will share it. For example, for Pinterest, I'll share it in the morning, I'll share it that evening, I'll share it 3 days later, 10 days later, I'll share it 20, I believe I have it scheduled for 20 or 25 days later, and then 45 days later. So I will keep using the same content again. And why do I do this? It's because many people don't see the content when I share it, or when you share it, or as entrepreneurs, when we share things online. Everybody is not online at the time that you share it, and it may have vanished by the time they're looking at Facebook, or by the time they're on Pinterest. Not exactly vanished, but it is basically gone away so that they can't see it. So definitely continue to share your amazing social media posts, your blog posts. If you have podcasts, continue to share those over and over again. Don't reinvent the wheel. So with these ideal client interviews, you don't have to spend time trying to figure out what your ideal clients want or wondering if that amazing idea that you have will even work for your audience. All you have to do is just ask. Now, you might be wondering, what questions do I ask? I only mentioned a few here. And how do you schedule those ideal client interviews? How do you even get people on a phone call? What you can do today is grab my ideal client interview cheat sheet. Go to bit.ly/ideal client cheat sheet. With this cheat sheet, I share with you the exact questions I ask during my ideal client interviews, the questions that help me create content for 90 days. You will also receive a 3-part email series, and I promise they will be short and to the point and super helpful. In this email series, you'll get 3 tips to get people on your ideal client calls, more information about creating content for your audience. You will also receive 3 steps to know exactly what your ideal client wants before you even create it. So grab my cheat sheet here, bit.ly/ideal client cheat sheet, and make sure you join our social media lifestyle community. Our community is an amazing community where I teach quick social media tips. We do a lot of live streaming and free training there in the group. So jump on over to the group. It's bit.ly/social media lifestyle group. Talk to you soon.